evening.
And 'tis a very good evening to you as well. Just after 5 minutes can't even speak. Just after 5 minutes past 10, how do to you? I'm Allan Beswick, of course. I'm with you till 2 o'clock for the last time in 1980, whatever year it is. 5, I think it is, isn't it? But of course, I'm back on New Year's Day during the daytime, and I'm back with the phone in on Thursday and Friday, but we're here till 2 tonight. So give us a ring in about an hour's time when we open the lines. Here's the Searchers. What a belter. Barbara Streisand, Without Her Trousers Tearing, and There's a Place for Us. Proper title, Somewhere, from that great musical West Side Story, which of course has now finished at the Palace in Manchester, but did a run there earlier this year. At the Palace in Manchester at the moment, I think they've got Les Dawson in pantomime, would you believe? Sounds terrifying, doesn't it?
Vaughns Classic hampers require agents for 1986. Top commission paid, and each agent gets a free hamper. Telephone Vaughns Classic hampers on Wigan 35835. That's 35835.
Partington, Stuart Latham, David Green, Michael Waring, Dave Barton, John Carefoot, Damien Tuxworth, Paul Tennant, and lastly, Andrew Hoomer, or Hamer. I know not which, 'tis awful writing. Anyway, this comes from Paul McQuillan of Collingwood Road in Chorley, and if I remember correctly, your mum, or perhaps even your sister, but Betty McQuillan, related to you no doubt, seeing as how she lives in the same house and has the same name, has won some smashing. And she won the jackpot prize yesterday on It's Your Turn, the December jackpot, which was none too bad. A letter from... I can't read it. Dorchester Crescent. There's a check over the name. I don't mind checks, I assure you. Dorchester Crescent in Ulverston. Please, please, please play some heavy metal. Certainly not. Whatever do I want with heavy metal? I mean, come on. Please, please, please say a big hello to Belly, Muzz, Jaffa, Jonesy, Threlly, Ellie, Fabes, Gav, Niv, Lucy, Moz, Will, Rupert Wimpy, FBT, and anyone else who knows me. And please tell Daz Platt that balloons definitely don't look like mistletoe. That comes from Martin Bennett. I can only hope that Daz Platt is female. Still, what's it? It's none of my business. I rather like it. I think you should say a big hi to me, Peter McCall, on Monday. I have done. I think you should say a big hello to me, Pricey, because I was going to send you a Mars bar out of my selection box, but I thought you'd already have had enough. So tough. Very poetic. To Allan Beswick, I love Derek Webster. You've had the wisdom not to sign it. Perfectly understandable. This comes from, again, Brian Robinson. We think you're gorgeous. Good Lord. Extraordinary. To Kelly Banks of Rosehaven, Barnfield in Kirkham. Happy Christmas, I think it says, on the 30th of December. Well, that's tomorrow, but I won't be here tomorrow, and Christmas is a long way off, really. Thank heaven, say some. To Pam Oldfield, wishing her a happy birthday for Monday the 30th of December. Monday, of course, is the... Oh, it is the 30th. Yes, it is. You see, I don't know what the date is. I'm going to pot. Anyway, it comes from Susan and John Ryan, and from Paul and Ivor and Carl and Reese and... heaven knows who else, really. I can't keep up with it tonight. I'll pack it in and go one. I think your show and you are brill. So says Catherine Smith. I'm sure brill is some kind of compliment. I have my doubts, of course. Pineway Fulwood is where she lives. One would expect the grammar and the use of the English language to be rather superior to that in Fulwood, it being the poshest place in the world apart from St Anne's. Please say how do to Steve Jackson and Paul Jackson and Stu and Hogg and Etta and Greenie. We listen to your poxy time-wasting excuse for a programme and we think it's ace. That says not a lot for thee, does it, really? It depends what it's for, of course. Here's an anonymous letter. I always like anonymous letters, because, you know, they come from blithering little wimps. It's not even an insulting one. Well, not very, anyway. Please tell me why you're a cretin. I mean... I don't know why I'm a cretin. That's just the way I am. And then they've signed it someone, not putting their name, and they've put a stamped address envelope in for a photograph. It doesn't make a lot of sense, does it, really? Never mind. They'd never make a spy, would they? Not at all. This has got an envelope as well. It comes from Andrew Milburn of Eyre Road, Alewood. In Liverpool, would you believe? Please could you say hello to my friend Ray, Andrew, David, Ian and Jimmy and Steve Brodigan and anyone who's in the sixth form of Alewood Comprehensive and would send us a photo. Of course I will. I'll send anyone want me as long as they send me envelope and stamp.
Take your scrap to CSM, Preston's top scrap metal men. They pay a better price, so this is our advice. Go to CSM.
Turn your scrap metal into cash. Best prices 6 days a week at Carlton Street Metals off Fylde Road, Preston. Phone 729949.
Go to CSM. CSM. Sofas for bedding, sofas for blinds, sofas for curtains, sofas have it all sewn up.
Sopa's winter sale starts Friday 27th December at 9:30. There are no gimmicks, just bargains in every department of Sopa's. Avon, Accord, Dormer, Colourall and Janet Rager quilt covers, discontinued designs and seconds at greatly reduced prices. 13.5 top quilts, non-allergenic hollow fibre from $14.99 or feather down from $33.99. A fantastic range of pillows from as little as $1.99 for polyester or $45.99 for white goose down. Sopa's open New Year's Day 9:30 till 5 and no gimmicks, just bargains. Sopa's, St Anne's on Sea, Kendal, Poulton and now Stockport.
Sofas have it all sewn up.
High Motors for Ford.
The end of this year sees the end of 1985 prices. Yes, the price of a new Ford car must increase on the 1st of January. So now's the time to hurry to High Motors of Lancaster and Morecambe. They're offering absolutely excellent part exchange deals. 4.9% finance, APR only 9.5 on Escorts, Orion, Sierras and Capris and much, much more. Buy now and beat the Ford price increase. Hurry along immediately to High Motors, Parliament Street, Lancaster and Northgate, Morecambe.
High Motors.
Have you all got your New Year's resolutions worked out? You should start them early so you'll be in the swing of things. And who knows, you might just possibly hang on to them a bit longer this year. New Year's Day during the daytime between 12 and 3. Hope you join me. Feel alright, Pratt. First programme of the year, sat there on my own. Isn't she something else? My mate is a sound engineer. Well, he's a sound engineer in his own right, for he tours with Sade, amongst many other people. He's a good lad. He lives in... Where does he live? He lives near Skelmersdale, anyway, sort of up Holland area. Orrell, around there. Name's Davi Loughton, and he's probably the best sound engineer for touring, at least, in the country. If not the best, he is up there with the good uns. If ever you want a sound engineer, he's your man. And he's got all tackle as well. Any road. Time now to make way for what can only be described as a second-rate imposter. Good as I get, so try not to spoil it, will you? I mean, for the next 3 hours and 14 minutes, you're going to have the opportunity, at least, of talking to yours truly, and indeed to the whole of Lancashire, a large section of Merseyside, a chunk of Cumbria, some of North Wales, and Cheshire, Manchester, you name it, they listen to it, even Northern Ireland and the Isle of Man, so try not to spoil it. I'm in a good mood, you see, and I don't want it ruined by cretins. Anyway, if you reckon you're up to it, give us a ring. Preston 561,000. The lines are open now. Our Alice is taking your calls. For the divvies amongst us, Preston 561,000. Because there are some right prats out there, can't even understand it. No other number will do. Preston 561,000. The lines are open now. And we'll talk to Peter. Hello.
Hello. He's going to talk to me first, I think.
I'm talking to you now, you Bert. What do you want?
Oh,
Never mind, turn your radio off and listen and then get on with it. Come on!
right. I want to...
Drop dead. I haven't got all day to work your little brain out, you gormless toad. Go and annoy somebody else, like somebody driving a lorry on the M6. Hello, Andrew. Oh, Drew, no Anne. Oh, he's not Drew at all, he's a robot. Hello, Nigel. Are you going to speak, Nigel?
Hello?
What do you want?
I'd like to talk about snails' eggs.
Snails' eggs. Nigel, would you care to ring me back when you're 16? I'd be happy to talk to you then. Till then, stay off. Hello, John.
Alright, Alan. How
Yeah.
come that you're always saying that Scousers are always saying profanities on the radio?
I don't say that they always do.
Well, some of them do, because
A lot of them do.
we don't even
A lot
know,
of them do.
we don't even know what it means.
You don't know what it means?
No.
It means mucky words.
Oh, can you give Jane a big kiss?
How do Alec? Thank you, Alec. How do Mason?
Nelly, the elephant back.
Very good. Hello, Richard.
Hello,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm very well, if it's any of your business, which I doubt.
Well, because I've rang you.
All right, you've rung me. That doesn't give you any rights. What do you want apart from
I'd
that?
like to talk about cretins and your ability to know what they talk like.
Go on, then.
Do you know anything about them? I mean, you seem to...
Which
speak the
ones?
word. Well, sort of basic cretin, really, you know.
Well, which one in particular?
Well, myself, I mean, I'm a...
Yourself? Well, I know you are, but I mean, you want me to talk about you?
Well, of course. I mean, that's the only thing I'm interested in. What are you interested in?
Well,
It seems to be just
if you, Richard, are the only thing you're interested in, why did you ask how I was?
Well, because I'm not really interested in the answer. That's why I didn't listen to the answer.
I see. Well, if you're not going to listen to the answers, it's impossible to have a conversation. So good night. How do Marie?
Hello.
Hello.
I've got this problem about my husband. You know, I wonder if you could help me.
And that rather depends what the problem is, doesn't
Well, he's going with other women, you know, behind my back, like.
it? Behind your back?
Yeah.
Well, turn round.
No, like, you know, I tried telling him, but, you know, he just won't admit it.
Well, if he doesn't admit it, what evidence have you got?
Well, you know, people's told me, like.
People have told you.
Yeah,
Do you believe them?
I believe him, yeah.
Have they anything other than that as evidence?
Well, it's been seen.
He's been seen.
Yeah.
Who by?
Friends.
They're not very good friends, are they, if they're willing to hurt you in that way?
Well, not really, no. Well, I have to know, don't I?
I don't see why.
No, well, have you got any, you know, advice or...
The only advice is you either put up with it or you get shut of him.
Yeah.
If he says he's not doing it, then it's very difficult for you to discuss with him ways of overcoming this desire he has to screw around, or at least to spend time with other women.
Yeah, but...
So if he doesn't admit it, then all you can do is either say, look, either get out the house or put up with it.
Yeah, right. Right, thanks a lot.
Okay,
Yeah,
ta-ra.
bye.
Hello, David.
Hi, Alan.
Too young, by far. How do John?
You fill up my sense.
I'd like to fill something up. It's not your senses, it's your mouth with about 400 weight of concrete. That should stop you singing. Hello, David.
How do, Alan? I'd like to talk about pet shops, please.
Pet shops.
Yeah. Well, the other day I went to a pet shop and bought a gerbil, bought a hamster with a cage.
You bought a gerbil with a hamster with a cage?
No, just a hamster.
Why a hamster? Why did you think this hamster was a gerbil?
I made a mistake. Sorry, I meant a hamster. Sorry.
I see.
Well, anyway, a couple of days later, it died, so I took it back. Well, the man there wouldn't give me my money back, so I asked him how I should bury it. So he said I should put the hamster in a liquidizer and then bury it. So I did that, and
It's an old gag.
the next day, there's a big
Give us the
beanstalk in garden.
punchline. Give us the punchline.
There's a big beanstalk in the back
Just
garden.
go straight to the punchline.
Well, you usually get tulips from hamster jam.
That's it. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Saves a lot of messing about, doesn't it? Hello, Oh, Mal's gone. Never mind. We'll talk on line 5 to Jonathan.
Alan, you big fat.
We didn't hear you, Jonathan. You didn't make it, you cretinous little boy. Hello, Paul.
Hello, Alan. I'd like to ask you a question, please. Please.
Well, let us hear it.
Well, you know, just before 12 o'clock news tomorrow, will you be running out the back of Red Rose Radio and then running back in the front?
I won't be at Red Rose Radio at the 12 o'clock news tomorrow.
No.
No, I'm not on tomorrow night.
Are you not?
No.
Oh, shame that, Alan. I was really looking forward to
It may be a shame for some. It's not a shame for me. I shall be elsewhere. Cobber colin, as they say.
mean getting drunk?
Certainly not.
Oh, I forgot you're not,
No.
No, yeah. Well, Alan, when it comes, like, you know.
We don't want Happy New Year's and all that garbage on this programme. Hello, Richard.
Hello. I'd just like to say that I feel it was bad for policemen in smaller villages.
You feel what is bad for policemen in small villages?
Well, in our village of New Brighton, well, we haven't got a policeman, you see, and we've already had about 5 robberies and people being beat up. Why don't we have a village policeman?
I see. So you don't think village policemen are bad, you think they're a good idea?
Yeah.
I don't think you can describe New Brighton as a village, do you?
No, not in Liverpool. I'm talking about New Brighton in North Wales.
New Brighton in North Wales, I've never heard of it. It's a long way away. Every village should have a bobby. The problem, Richard, is cost.
Oh, yeah, well, that's the thing. We used to have one, but it's gone now.
Because they cost so much.
Oh.
And they've consolidated policemen, if you like, and give villages, 4 or 5 villages, 1 policeman in a car. And whilst it's not totally satisfactory, I don't really know the answer other than to increase the rates massively, which your mum and dad would object to profusely, no doubt.
Yeah.
All right. Ta-ra. North Wales, for heaven's sake. Hello, Lee. Ring me back when you know. How do David?
All right, Alan. Dave Edmonds here. I don't like hockey. It's a woman's game. I like cricket.
Dave Edmonds? I thought Dave Edmonds was a singer.
No, I'm a maths teacher. My name's Dave.
I see.
All right. Do you play rugby still?
Still? You can't play rugby still. You have to run around.
Play it nowadays, like...
I don't play it now, no. At night time, it's difficult to find the ball.
Winter time when it's sunny.
Winter time when it's sunny. It's not very sunny.
It can be sunny in winter.
Yes, it can, yes. It's certainly got my permission.
It's cold, lad.
It can be cold as well, yes.
You said, what position were you?
When?
When you used to play then, or whenever?
Whenever. Whenever's an awful long time.
When you were on a rugby field, what number did you have on your back?
We didn't have numbers on our team. We couldn't
did you
afford
have your name on it?
No, we didn't. We just had to buy our own jerseys, you see.
Did you? Oh, hard times, eh?
Not hard times, no. Otherwise we wouldn't have been able to afford them.
Oh, good game rugby, isn't it?
Rather depends on whether you like it or
I
not.
love smacking people's heads in on the field, especially the ref.
I'm sure you do it with your mouth.
I hate him as well.
Why don't you say...
Julia.
God almighty. There are many creatures in this world that get run over by trucks and then they let things like that still walk about, and people try to tell me there's a God when there's filth like that on the land. Hello, Mike!
I'd like to talk about that nuclear bomb that exploded in America underground.
Go on.
Well...
This is a seasonal...
Yeah, just casually walking along, and he stepped in some dog dirt. So I looked down and said, "My God, it's Allan Beswick! What are you doing down there?"
It wasn't me.
It was.
What street was it?
What was it? St Paul's Square?
No, I wasn't in St Paul's Square yesterday. You're obviously lying, you silly woman. How do Mark?
Hello, Alan.
Too young. How do Graham?
Alan, I rang you up about 4 months ago to ask you how you get a bubble in a spirit level. And I spent the last 4 months trying to get it in, and I just can't.
Never mind.
You're on about never mind.
Well, I don't mind it.
Wall, you know.
I'm sorry?
I've got to build a brick wall.
A brick wall?
Yeah, I need a spirit level to get it right.
You may well do so. Why don't you purchase one?
Just can't afford.
If you can afford a wall, you can afford a spirit level. How do Alison?
Hello. I'd like to talk about pedestrians if I may, please.
Well, you may not. You're not old enough. How do David?
We are the sons of the desert, having the time of our lives, marching along, 2,000 strong, far from our sweethearts and wives, God bless them. Tramp, tramp, tramp the boys.
Oh, boy. How do June? Jew? Oh, Stew. Hello, Stew.
Hey, Alan.
It's none of your business. What do you want?
Your potatoes are burning.
I'm not bothered. How do John?
Hello, Alan. How do the jogs make love?
Very carefully. How do... Jonathan?
Hiya.
Yes, I am.
Hiya, Alan.
Yes, I am. Well, is that it? Well, that's hardly enough to amuse your friends, is it, you gormless little cretin? Hello, Mark.
Hello, Alan. Just like to say to those people, the elephant Baptist drum.
What?
Hello, Alan.
Go on.
Just like to say to those people that said, Nelly the elephant Baptist Trump blur, yeah, that Nelly's going to get them.
Well, is Nelly bothered about it? Does Nelly have a sensitive nature? I see.
Yes. What was his name, by the way?
Whose name?
The one that phoned up and went, Nelly the elephant blur.
I have no idea. It's not the kind of thing that imprints itself on my mind forever.
Why not, Alan?
I'm fussy what I have in my head. How do... Chris?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello. I think you're a real Wally.
You're probably right. How do... Another Chris?
Hello, Alan.
Are all Chris's in this world suspect on their age? Is there not a Chris on the globe whose voice has broken? Go away, children. We don't need you. Even on your holidays you ought to be in bed or some cage somewhere at this time of night. Stephen's our next caller. He'll be with us, if he's very, very good, after the 11 o'clock news, which is very nearly upon us. Indeed, 5 seconds away.
Red Rose Radio.
The 11 o'clock news, this is Alan King. New Year party revellers are being warned to stay away from a popular savoury snack after complaints that they've induced sickness and diarrhoea. The Marks & Spencer's Vaughns, marketed under the St Michael brand, have been called in by the company, and an appeal has gone out for people not to use them. Here's Mike Rowbottom.
Back to Mill. John is on the phone in at 11:05. The number is Preston 561,000. How do Stephen?
All right, sir. Can I tell you a joke, please?
No, we don't have jokes on this programme, particularly if they have to be announced. Hello, Bill.
Alan, towards last weekend, there was a report on Red Rose. One of your announcer friends said that two gentlemen were coming downstairs to after a fire to the fire people, to sort of make a statement on just what had happened. And the announcer, when finishing, turned around and said, "Well, that's nothing. Allan Beswick wears fishnet tights all the time. Would you like to take this opportunity to confirm or deny it on the air?"
Certainly not. Whether I wear fishnet tights is of nobody's business but mine, and the supplier's, if there is one.
Right, thank you, Alan.
Ta-ra. How do David?
In the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia, on the train.
How do Michael?
Do you know when you dial Red Rose Radio to hear it over the radio itself? I mean, over the phone?
Yes.
Well, did you know that there wasn't a 7-second delay on that?
There is now. There never used to be, but there is.
Well,
we're a little out of date. How do Marilyn?
A kiss on the hand, maybe.
Why do we have to get these prats that think they can sing? Hello, Hadrian.
Hello, Alan. There were 2 flies in the door. Which was the angry one?
Tell me.
The one that flew off the handle.
Oh.
I got out of the Christmas cracker.
Yes, I should have left it in. Ta-ra. How do Alistair?
Hello, Alan. I think my grandmother's a lesbian. She won't keep wrong.
How do Debbie?
Be my shop!
Is that all you have to say?
Sure is.
Good. How do Margaret? Margaret, stop talking to the geese in the background and join me. Hello, Margaret. What a bunch of divvies. Somebody's probably going to marry that creature one day. Are you there yet, Margaret? It's unbelievable, isn't it? Eh? Absolutely unbelievable. Are you there yet, Margaret?
Hello, Alan.
Drop dead, you brainless cow. How do, Peter?
How do, Alan?
What do you want?
Okay, thanks a lot, bye.
Pleasure. How do, Marion? Marion's listening on the radio. Hello, Marion.
I want to know, was it you who killed Mrs. Gandhi?
No, it wasn't me. How do, Mark?
Hello, Alan. I'm an OAP and I'd like to talk about dangerous drivers on the road.
You're a liar. How do, Mary? Hello, Mary.
Hello.
Well?
Hello.
Yes, we've done that.
Pardon?
Granted. What else do you want? Nothing else, it would seem. Is this the first time you've ever been drunk, Mary?
I'm not drunk.
Are you not? You must be plain stupid then.
Thank you, God.
It's a pleasure. Now what do you want? Tell that gobbo in the background to shut a great cake hole and then get on with what you've got to say, my little brainless friend. Oh, go away. What are they going to be when they grow up, these people? Hello, John. Yes, I am. What do you want?
You right?
Yes, I'm always right. What do you want again? Goodbye. How do, Paul?
Hi, Alan.
What do you want?
I'd like to talk about public transport and accidents.
Go on.
Well, today, right, I was on the bus, and the bus in front of us skidded, and it crashed into the hedge, and it nearly went off into the ditch. We had to wait an hour and a half while the other people off the bus came onto our bus, and they moved the bus in front. And we got no compensation or anything. Yeah.
What compensation do you want?
Well, yeah. Well,
What loss did you suffer?
Time.
Now, how much is that worth?
Well, not in my circumstances.
We're only talking about yours.
Okay,
So, how much is that hour and a half worth to you? Quantify it.
Nothing.
You've got all the compensation you need, haven't you?
Yeah.
What are you worried for, then?
What about the other people on the bus? Say I was in a hurry.
Let them worry about that. All right.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
Goodbye. How do, Tony?
Hello, Alan.
Hello.
When was the last time you saw your feet?
Ages now. How do, Peter?
Hello, Alan.
Hello.
Hello. I'm phoning you up to talk about cats. The reason why we let our cats out at night.
Well, we don't all. When you say let them out, do you mean put them out or let
put them out, yeah.
I see. Go on, then.
Well, I was brought up a Christian, and my father told me that the reason we let cats out is so they can go and light the roads up. Now, is that true?
No.
No. So,
no. So your father, with all his Christianity, was a barefaced liar. No wonder he got a son like you. How do, Leonard?
That is a perfectly logical assumption. I want to talk about a game called Commando. I don't know whether you've heard of it. It's a little fella running around with a machine gun.
24 hours a day, Red Rose Radio.
What a coincidence. The chap had a Scouse accent.
The one and only J.R. Taylor sale starts 9 a.m. Tuesday, 31st of December. 5 floors bursting with exclusive sale bargains in textiles, ladies' fashion and menswear, with many items half price. Don't miss the J.R. Taylor Spectacular Sale in St Anne's from Tuesday, 31st of December and open New Year's Day, 10 a.m. till 5:30 p.m.
Find out what we've got this time. There's somebody there calling him or herself Manth. Is that your proper name?
That's my nickname.
Your nickname. What is your proper name?
Mansour.
Next, what is your Christian name?
Well, that is my Christian name. I'm Asian.
You're Asian, right. So it's Mansour.
Yeah.
Right.
I like to talk about bodybuilding, American football. Hi.
Very easy to confuse, aren't they? American football and bodybuilding.
Well, they're all, a lot of muscles. Right. American football is much better than normal English football. It's a bit violent, but the crowds are much more behaved. There's a lot more people. The fans are better off the field. I'd like to know what your opinion is, Al.
I don't know that much about American football. accept that America is a vast place, and so one of the things that brings about is that when teams play, there are only home fans there. And so there's no one to fight, unless they wanted to fight each other, but of course you don't get that same anger on the touchline.
Well, I've heard that the average attendance at the match is about 80,000.
Well, I don't think that's altogether true, to be honest.
Well, it's roughly about that, about 60, 70, around that. And the highest crowd in England's about 55, 60. So it's a much more popular game.
Well, let us, for the purpose of this conversation, assume that it is 80,000. You've got to remember that 80,000 will be drawn from a whole city in the United States. Now, the team of that city, there'll only be one in most cities, whereas in large conurbations in Britain, there are 2, sometimes 3 or 4 football teams available.
Yeah, well, there's usually only one team playing at home,
There is usually only one playing at home, but even then, the population in America is greater. There are more people to attend. So I don't know that it's more popular. I don't really care whether it is or not, but I don't know that it is.
Yeah. Alan, I made my New Year's resolution.
Good.
That I won't listen to any other radio.
Well, I don't really want to know what your New Year's resolution is.
Okay.
I don't care. All right. Ta-ra. How do, Andrew?
Alan?
Yes?
Let's talk about horses, please.
Go on.
Yeah. Well, is it possible for a Jew to have a sexual relation with a horse?
I'll do Darren.
Alan, I'm very worried because I'm being taken to court next week.
Good.
Well, why?
Why not?
Oh, anyway,
Take your scrap to CSM, Preston's top scrap metal men. They pay a better price, so this is our advice. Go to CSM.
Turn your scrap metal into cash. Best prices 6 days a week at Carlton Street Metals off File Road, Preston. Phone 729949.
Go to CSM. CSM.
David.
Hello, Alan. How are you seeing the new year in?
What's it got to do with you?
Well, are you making any New Year resolutions?
What's that got to do with you?
Well, can I ask you one question I've asked you before that you haven't answered?
Feel free.
What did idiots do before CB was invented?
No idea.
Oh, well, seeing as it's the season of peace and goodwill, do you think you might be nice to people in the new year?
No idea. Can't predict the future. If I could, I wouldn't talk to cretins like you for a living.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Pleasure.
Happy New Year.
I'll do Tony.
Hi, Alan.
Yes?
Yeah, how is it that you can give insults but you can't take them?
Why should I? I get paid to give them. I receive quite a lot. I don't care.
Yeah, but you're just a cretin and all.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, well, don't give insults, you know what I mean?
Drop dead. I'll do Dave.
Hello, Al. What's the phone number for your programme, please?
No idea. I'll do Andrew.
Hello, Alan. Could you give us some advice, please? When are you, is it true that you're coming down to St George's Hall in Liverpool in February?
No.
No. And also, thanks for doing me the quest half an hour ago.
Pleasure. I'll do David.
Hello, Alan. After many years of consideration, I've come to the conclusion that the best drink in the world is bitter. I mean, there's nothing like bitter. You can go out, you can drink your bitter, and you can go fighting, and you can go to all the lads and say what an incredibly good time you've had and laugh about it, and go home and beat up the wife. It's just pathetic. So why don't you ban alcohol?
Fun.
Well, ban alcohol. Everything will be alright if you ban alcohol.
Well,
I mean,
I'm happy to have it banned. It won't affect me at all.
Well, no, but it'll affect quite a few people because...
It won't
I mean,
affect me. It's me you're conversing with.
Well, Alan, I think that if you ban alcohol, people who...
If we banned alcohol, David, people like you would never get the guts to ring up. I'll do Maria.
Hello, Alan.
Hello, Maria.
I wonder if you can help. My husband went over to Spain for a holiday, and he was approached by someone over there selling a time-sharing apartments. And of course, he signed a contract in my absence. Well, I don't particularly like the place, nor do I want to go and stay there during the week that is actually booked. So we wish, obviously, to cancel the agreement. What would the best procedure be?
Did he sign it in Spain?
He did, yes.
Did he pay any money?
Yes, he paid £50 deposit.
And that's all?
I mean, it was obviously...
Is that all he's paid?
Yes, it's negligible, but there is a large payment coming up very soon.
Well, I don't know Spanish law. What I do know is that it hasn't in the past been enforceable in this country.
It hasn't?
It hasn't. If somebody owes you money and they pig off to Spain, you've got the devil's own job to get it. And the same applies in reverse. However, on the 1st of January, Spain becomes part of the common market.
That's right.
That may alter it slightly, but quite honestly, I'd just tell them to push off if I were you.
Yes. Well,
you may have to stay out of Spain for the rest of your life.
Well, the point is, apparently this is a British company.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You've signed the contract in Spain.
Yes. So
it's not covered by British law.
So the British law would not apply?
I can't guarantee that, but that is the best position to adopt for the time being, and just simply say, I'm sorry, the contract signed in Spain is not enforceable in Britain.
No. Well, I actually rang the person...
Do you have any assets in Spain?
Not in Spain, no, but I have over here.
No, I'm not interested in over here. You have no assets in Spain?
None at the moment.
You have no money in Spain?
None at all.
Have you any intention of going there in the near future?
Probably, yes.
Well, I would advise against it.
Yes.
Because if you renege on a deal in Spain, I don't know what the legislation is over there, but it's perfectly possible that next time you go to Spain, you will be incarcerated until you pay the money.
Good Lord.
Now, it's not worth it, is it?
No way. No.
Just to go on your holidays, so don't go again. But just phone them up, or write to them and say, look, we're not paying, and that's that. And if they sue you in a British court, get your solicitor to defend on the basis that it's outside that court's jurisdiction.
Exactly. And also the fact that I wasn't there with...
Well, that's irrelevant. Your husband's a big lad. He's entitled to make his own mind up.
Yes, so that doesn't really matter.
No, they can't sue you, but they can sue him. He signed it, if they can sue anybody. But if he signed it in Spain, I suggest in the strongest possible terms that it's nothing to do with the British courts.
Well, I hope not.
So do I.
Yes.
If they pursue it, then I suggest you get yourself a solicitor. But don't fight it in Spain. It'll cost you a fortune.
No. Well, we have notified them, so we're going to obviously change our mind. We couldn't, for obvious reasons, couldn't carry on.
Well, one doesn't know what... You say for obvious reasons. It may be obvious to you. It's not all that obvious to them.
Well,
they're getting you 50 quid, and I reckon they won't keep it.
Well, we don't mind about that.
Well, that's fairly good. All right?
Right,
but I think your best bet is to just say, we don't want anything to do with it, and sit tight and wait and see what happens.
Right.
And if they do decide to sue you in a British court, get a solicitor, and I'm sure that solicitor will defend on the basis that the court hasn't the right to make a decision on it.
Right, but if a later date my husband or myself would decide to go over to Spain, there could be a danger of...
That is possible.
Yes.
I don't know Spanish law, obviously. I don't know British law that well, but I don't know Spanish law at all. But that is always a risk if you owe money or something else. For example, if somebody in Britain sued for £10,000 or whatever, and the person was abroad, when that person came to this country, it would be possible for them to be constrained. All right?
Yes.
Cheers. Ta-ra, Maria.
Bye-bye.
I'll do Jeremiah.
The Allan Beswick Most Common Sayings chart. At number 5, we've got Too Young, Go Away, Ring Me Back When You're 16. At number 4, we have I Know What I Said, Tell Me What You Said. At number 3, we have Turn Your Radio Off and Ring Me Back. At number 2, we've got Never But Never But Never. At number 1, we have the answer to that is, I don't know. Go to the Citizens Advice Bureau.
Do you think that's pretty accurate, Alan?
It's not bad at all. I'm not sure you've got them in the right order. And whatever happened to how do?
I know, I was going to put how do first, but it's more of a Greek thing, you know. It's a bit too simple.
Ah, you might be right.
When in doubt, x equals 8.
I always thought that in mathematics too, which is probably why I've got a string full of O-level failures.
Alan,
yes.
You know in the IBA book?
In the IBA yearbook, yes.
Yeah, that photo. I've seen it. You're not that fat, really, are you?
I've no idea. It's not for me to say.
No, but, you know, if I think there's some kind of image, you know, most people haven't seen you. They just think you're fat, you know, because a few people say so.
Yes, I know.
And then suddenly it's blown out of proportion. You know,
well, we'll leave
people
that to them.
People think you're
It gives people of little intellect something to insult me with.
Yeah.
Not that it works, but it makes them feel better.
And you're not bothered?
Not in the least.
Well done.
Ta-ra.
Merry Easter.
Jeremiah, you've got them all out of order, and how do was cast aside, as if it didn't matter. Hello, Lee.
LOL. I'd like, you know the lad who rung before about American football?
Yes.
Well, he was talking about attendances, wasn't he?
Yes.
Well, you know America's a big place.
Yes, it is a big place.
Yeah, well, in America they have the National Football League, and that's split up into 28 teams.
Yes.
And so people in the middle of the desert, like Denver or something, they have to travel sort of a long way to go to a football match. So people have a sort of day out to go into the football match.
So people do actually travel. When you say a long way, what do you mean?
I mean sort of 500 miles.
Good Lord.
Because between sort of, you know, Denver, well, they're the best sporting club in America.
Are they really?
Yeah, and people travel there from the sort of outskirts of California and Las Vegas, places like that.
Heavens above.
So that's why they get good attendances.
It must be. I can't see many people travelling to watch a football match those sort of distances in Britain, can you?
No, not really.
Never mind.
Right, okay.
Perhaps it's because an American football match, if I remember correctly, who was it I was talking to? It was my brother. I had dinner with my brother on Saturday night, I think it was. And he's into American football, watching it at least. And he was telling me that it's 3.5 hours a game takes.
Yeah, well, what happens is the game's an hour long, but because of all the stopping, you see, you know, like when they're lining up and stuff.
Yeah, they stop for ads and everything, don't they? They keep stopping the clock for everything.
Yeah, it's basically a game of obstruction. Once you've obstructed the play, you have to take in the line of scrimmage again.
So you've got to start all over again. I must admit, watching it on the television, I am, you know, bamboozled by it. I just don't understand it at all. But I could imagine it's a lot of fun.
Well, the basic really is just to push the ball forward like rugby.
Yeah.
Instead of passing it back, you throw it forward. That's basically what you have to do.
It's all very complicated.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps I ought to study it more.
No.
All right. Certainly got a lot of razzmatazz about it. They play it in Britain now, don't they?
Yeah.
Have you watched it?
Well, I've been through Manchester's got 3 teams.
Really?
The All-Stars, the Spartans and the Veterans.
And have you been?
Well, I've been to see the one at Altrincham.
And were they any good?
Well, it's alright, but not as good as the sort of razzmatazz of America.
No, well, they've not got the money, have they?
Yeah, that's it.
Our kid was telling me that they earn something like £1.25 million, one of their players earns.
The quarterbacks, the one of the 49 is years $1.7 million a year.
It's not bad, is it, eh?
Yeah.
Better than working back home. But they're all fit as butcher's dogs, and they're about 7 foot, aren't they?
Yeah, well, William Penny weighs 24 stone.
24 stone, and can run.
Yeah, well, he can run as well, yeah.
Hecky thump. Anyway, you sound like you enjoy it, and that's all that counts.
Yeah, we'll try and get a rule book or something like that.
Oh, good grief, no. I've got a rule book of cricket. Can't make head and a tail of it.
All right.
And I like that. Ta-da.
All right, see you. Ta-da.
I'll do to Peter.
All right, Al.
I'll do.
All right.
Aye.
Have a good Christmas.
Yes, thanks. What do you want?
I'd like to complain about that.